Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, you're audible.
Good evening, everyone. I warmly welcome all of you to today's debate. I'm Roshani, and I'll be your compere and judge for this session. I have completed my diploma in English at Great Minds campus. It's a great privilege to be a part of this intellectual event, which will help us all think critically and see things from different perspectives. So, without further ado, let's begin this exciting session. The topic for today's debate is: which is more powerful, experience, money, or education? This is a thought provoking topic because all three elements play an important role in shaping our lives. Money gives us comfort and opportunities. Education empowers us with knowledge, and experience teaches us life's real lessons. Let's hear from our participants as they share their perspectives on which of these truly holds the greatest power. As a compere, it is my pleasure to introduce our participants. Speaking on experience, Mr. Ammar, who is a cybersecurity beginner. Speaking on money, Mr. Anas Azwar, who is a HR manager of an international relocation company and English language skills trainer. And speaking on education, Ms. Nudra is a dedicated student. The debate will be conducted in 3 rounds. In the first round, each speaker will have 7 minutes. In the second round, each speaker will have 6 minutes. In the third round, each speaker will have 5 minutes. I will share the timer on the screen so everyone can follow it and manage their time accordingly. After all 3 rounds, I'll share my judgment and feedback. So let's begin the session. Please join me welcoming our first speaker, speaking on experience, Mr. Ammar. Over to you, Mr. Ammar.
Good evening, and thank you very much, dear judge. Good evening, respected judges, fellow debaters in the audience. I'm Ammar Anas, and today I proudly stand for something that cannot be bought with money or taught in books, which is none other than experience. Experience isn't just a number or a certificate or a title. It's the wisdom that you earn when you try, learn, fail, and rise again. It begins the very moment you start, because even a beginner gains experience with the first step they take. Money may open doors, education may show you the map, but only experience teaches you how to walk through these doors and navigate the map without getting lost. Experience turns mistakes into lessons, doubts into courage, and knowledge into action. It's the quiet teacher behind every success story, the strength that money can't buy, and the proof that growth doesn't come from comfort, it comes from doing. So tonight, I stand firm on one truth. Experience is not just powerful, it is the power that gives meaning to both money and education. So if you ask why experience is the foundation, experience is the first step. It allows you to start. Without experience, money can make you overconfident. You think you know everything, but you never begin. Without experience, education can leave you paralyzed in theory. You know what to do, but cannot act. Experience gives you the courage to start, and once you start, both education and money becomes useful. Education gives you knowledge. Experience gives you wisdom. You can memorize every book in the library, but until you have faced real challenges, that knowledge remains incomplete. Doctors, pilots, leaders rely on experience to make life or death decisions, not just degrees. As you know, the most famous respected Thomas Alva Edison didn't invent the light bulbs by just reading a book. He failed over 1,000 times. Again and again, he tried and learned. From each failure, experience is there. Experience allows you to grow creativity through trial and error and adaptation. Innovation is not born from comfort. It's shaped through experience. A person with experience knows how to use money wisely and when and how to apply education effectively. That's why companies hire experienced people to lead, because experience turns knowledge and resources into results. Money can be lost, education can be outdated, but experience stays with you, evolving as you grow. Every day, every failure, every attempt adds to it. Even one day counts. Experience is built day by day. Some people may say, one day is just not an issue, and what can one day make a difference? So, without one day, a month is incomplete. Without one day, a year is incomplete. So, in one day of experience is more important than education and money. Even after trying and you're not getting any result, there's no problem. You tried, and that experience teaches you a lesson, either positive or negative. So, small steps are the building blocks of greatness. Even though one day may seem small, that one day, it begins everything. And now I would like to hand over to the next opponent speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Amar, for your valuable points. That was truly a thought-provoking speech. Now, let us welcome our next speaker, speaking on money, Mr. Anas Azwar.
Thank you very much, the judge arbitrator, my dear fellow contestants. Very good evening to all of you. Aibawan, Wanakkam and Assalamu alaikum. I'm very happy to be a part of this debate team to talk on the importance of either money or education or experience. When it comes to education, everything is learning, lifelong learning. There's no end for education. Starting from A to repairing the aircraft, everything is education. There's no specific limit or certainty towards the education. So you can't define what is education. Basically, we can say the formal academic education or degree or like general public examination results. These things are commonly known as the basic education. When it comes to experience, most of the people think that's number of years sitting on a chair, working, going to the company in the morning, coming in the evening, 10, 15 years spending time. It's called experience. Actually not. Experience is also everything. There's no definition, there's no certainty, there's no specific round circle for experience. Everything is experience. From the birth to life till the death, everything is experience. But money is not like that. It is a definition. There is a certainty. It is certain. It is defined. We need this much of money to achieve this means there is a certainty. There's a goal. It is an achievable goal. Education and experience are not like that. So as we all know that money is one of the most powerful forces shaping our lives and the world around us. It provides us access to control everything. Money is independence. Money is security. Money gives countless opportunities. Even you need money to purchase education and to gain experience. With money, we can fulfill our needs, fundamentals, basics, support our family, invest in our dreams, and make meaningful changes in the society. While values, education, experience, wisdom guide us, money gives us the means to turn our visions into reality. With education, with experience, we can dream something. But to practically bring the dream into life, you need money. Everything has a value. Nothing is free of charge in the world. Maybe sun, moon, and rain can be free of charge. But nothing is free of charge in this world. Everything, from the birth, even if you are to give birth, to deliver your baby out from your tummy, you need to pay. You need to spend. Even for funeral, nothing is free of charge. Even to bury your body, you need to pay. Everything. Money is the most important aspect than the everything. I can see number of people who are counting their time in the queues for interviews to get selected for jobs, praying from God to get this job opportunity. Why? Education and experience will not be able to feed you. You will get hunger. Time to time, you need to feed something to your body. With multiple degrees and qualifications, can you fill your stomach? Can you control your hunger? You can't. You need water. You need food. With experience, say when you are hungry, can you say that I am an experienced manager for the 15 years? Who cares? So the money is fundamental. Money gives instant access to resources, opportunities, and decision-making power that education experience alone cannot. By just keeping education experience, you can't, like, it's alone you can't do. Freedom. The most important thing what all the human being need is a freedom. With money, you can choose where to live, what to dress, where to go, what to eat. So only money can give you independence. Even quality education requires money. Quality education requires money. Education itself requires money. Without money, access to quality education, quality schools, quality tutors, and universities are limited. I would say it's impossible. Money, it's a starting capital. A person with years of experience, ideas remain. Unless he has money, he can't execute them. Maybe a person with maybe 25 years of experience in the field of shipping wants to start up his own company to become an entrepreneur. With education and experience, he can still become an employee of any organization. For him to become an entrepreneur, he needs money, working capital. When there's an emergency, could be medical or loan or domestic issues, money can solve the problems faster than the knowledge and experience. You can't go to the hospital and say that I'm sick, treat me, I'm well qualified and experienced. Who cares? Pay the bill and get the treatment. This is how the world works. More than money and education and experience, time is the most powerful thing. Time is the most powerful thing, fundamental. You can buy time by money. Using money, you can buy time. If you are to do a job, you can throw the money, get people to do the job, and you can save money. Rich people tend to spend their quality time with their families. Then poor people. A rich person spends his time with the wife and kids, enjoying the day. Why? He has money to get his works done by the others. Whereas poor people with lots of qualifications and experiences working overtime to earn money. To earn money. Even the qualification and experience are used to earn money. So more than qualification and experience, money is fundamental. Money is vital. Money is important. Without money, you and I can't do even this debate. Even to do this debate, we have invested. Thank you very much. Over to the position leader.
Thank you, Mr. Anas Azwar, for your points. That was an excellent delivery with great confidence and clear explanations. Now, let us welcome our last speaker of this round, speaking on education, Ms. Nudra. Nudra, over to you.
Good evening, respected judge, fellow debaters, and the audience. Today, we discuss the most fascinating question, which is more powerful, experience, education, or money? All three are important, yes, but I stand here firmly on the side of education. Because education is the root from which both experience and the money grows. Let me make you clear what education means. Education is not just about reading books or passing exams or holding a degree. It is the key that opens minds, empowers individuals to think critically, and enables people to shape up their own lives. and the future of their community or the society which they are living in. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Like I said, education, it is the process of turning potential. If an individual has that potential, they can turn that into a power and learning into a leadership. Education is something that is very powerful more than the other both of the other both. Let me make you clear why education is the most powerful one. First of all, according to the World Bank 2023, every additional year of schooling increases an individual income by 10%, it seems. And also UNESCO reports that if all the adults in the world complete their secondary education, 420 million people who are living in poverty can lift it out of poverty. So what do these numbers show? That education doesn't just create personal success. It transforms a nation. If you are educated, you can transform the nation. Money can be lost and experience can fade within time. But education cannot be stolen and it cannot be forgotten. It always stays with you. If you're holding a degree, it becomes a part of your identity. That's what education is, the most powerful weapon in this world. To strengthen my case, I have taken main three arguments. The first one will be education creates long-term power. Yes, an educated person has the tools to analyze. Like us, because you all are educated, you all are right here, and you all are waiting to break my points because you all are educated on this particular topic. You all are educated on this. That's what you all are waiting to make informed choices and to analyze what I'm saying. Education builds that mind, creates innovation, and that innovation can change the world. Let me give you an example for this argument. Take Japan, for example. After World War II, it lost its economy and infrastructure. But Japan invested in one main thing, that education. They invested heavily in education and now it stands as one of the nation that is most advanced on the earth. Not because of money or experience, but because of an educated people who opened to the opportunities, who took part in opportunities and made the country more better. And the second argument, education multiplies both money and the experience. With education, a person learns how to manage wealth. In example, a person who goes for share market should know what is share market first of all, or else they can't invest wisely. You have to be educated to do something. You have to have the education how it works and why it works like this. And you have to have that experience. That experience will make it productive. But education makes you to understand the particular subject. Education also teaches us to learn from experience. If for an example, if you have gone through an experience and you make a mistake out of them, but you have to be educated to learn from that mistake, right? If you are not an educated person, you will just ignore that experience and go. You have to be educated to turn that mistakes into lessons. That lessons will make you a successful person in the future. And then the third argument that I took is education empowers society and shapes the future. Think of leaders like Malala Yousafzai and scientists like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Their education only shaped not only their lives, not only the individuals, the destiny of millions of lives and the nation, they changed it. Educated citizens make informed decisions and also they fight for justice. So that's which is more powerful? Education, right? The answer is very clear. Education is the foundation that creates both experience and the money and sustains over the time. Without education, money can be misused and experience can be misunderstood. But with education, every challenge becomes a chance to grow. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Nudra, for your valuable points. That was an impressive performance, and especially, I really like your voice. Really beautiful. And we now move to round two. This round, each speaker will have 6 minutes. So our first speaker of this round is speaking on experience, Mr. Amar. Over to you, Amar.
Thank you very much. And I really appreciate both of you for arguing against experience. And I have some points to clarify. So when Anas sir has said that money can bring everything, even if you're going to go to the doctor, you need money. Let me just clarify this thing. Money can buy comfort, food, or even a hospital bed, but it cannot buy the capability. In childbirth, as you said, it's not the money that helps to it helps to bring a child out. It's not the money, it's the experience. It's the experience of the doctor that saves life. If the doctor is not experienced with money, can you get into the safety of the child and the mother? No, it's a doctor who uses his experience even in a critical moment to bring out the child and save the mother's life. So money is a tool, and experience is the skill that uses it wisely. So, and another thing that Anasa mentioned, he said that time is valuable, and it's the thing you can buy time with money. Yeah, time is valuable, and money can bring you some extra hours, but it cannot buy the lessons we gain from living. Experience grows only through action, observation, and learning. Without it, all the time, all the money are just empty hours. And coming to the next speaker, who said that education is very important. I'm sorry to say this, but I agree that education is important because we need thinking and planning for that. Education is important. But waiting alone doesn't create results. You know that if something is wrong, okay, from experience you learned it, but you should take an action. So experience comes in this place. Experience is what turns planning into action. You can wait, you can study and prepare forever, but without experience, nothing happens. Action teaches lessons that theory never can, and progress only comes when we apply what we have learned. I agree that education can guide thinking, but learning from mistakes is the care of explanation. Not just education. You can read thousands of books about failure, but until you actually face it, fail and adapt, true learning doesn't happen. Experience turns knowledge into wisdom, mistakes into lessons, and theory into real results. Now, coming back to experience, I want to say money can buy opportunities, but without experience, opportunities are wasted. History is full of wealthy people who lost everything because they just lacked the experience to manage it. Experience is what turns money into lasting success. If you have $1 billion, but no experience, you won't even know where to start. And that money could be just wasted in not making an opportunity to double it. So therefore, I would like to clearly mention the statement, experience gives direction to money. And against education, education gives us knowledge, but knowledge alone doesn't guarantee results. And experience is what allows knowledge to be applied effectively in the real life. You can study swimming for years, but only when you jump into the water, you truly learn. And that's called experience. Education tells you what to do, but experience shows you how to do it. So now, when some people, you might say that without beginners who don't have experience, and what can they do? Even beginners have experience. The moment you start, even 1 day, 1 minute, 1 hour, it's an experience that can teach you something. See, now in this debate, you might learn something that you should not try in the next debate. That's an experience. Because of you watched 100 debates in YouTube, can you just use that into your debate or do it? Of course you can. But when you try one, when you experience it, you feel it, you will do it in a more better way. 1 day of action adds wisdom. 1 mistake adds learning. Experience is earned by doing, not by waiting. Every new day adds a new layer of experience, and that's how growth begins. So some people, as I said, they say that 1 day isn't a matter. 1 day is the foundation of all progress. People think that 1 is just a simple number, but 1 makes it more powerful than anything. Because without 1 month, because without 1 day, a month is incomplete, and without 1 day, a year is incomplete, and without 1 minute, an hour is incomplete. So, as I said, The most turning point in life is one. Exams, politics, success, failure, all happens in a single day. So don't mistake one as a single thing. So even experience can be done even in one day. A beginner can start. The moment you start, experience matters. So every day counts because experience grows day at a time. So as I would like to clarify, true experience doesn't create arrogance. It creates adaptability. Experienced people learn from failure, adjust strategies, and innovate. Wisdom is flexible, and that's what experience teaches best. Money without experience leads to overconfidence. People may have resources but don't know how to use them. Experience ensures you use money wisely, not just quickly. So if you compare experience versus education, I would say experience is better because education without experience often fails to create real world success. Knowing what to do is useless if you don't know how to do it. Experience transforms the theory into reality. As my opponent said, that education can build a better society, can help the world do something, even special and specifically mentioned Japan. So do you think just by learning they are so successful? No, they tried and definitely they failed the first time and then retried, and that brought them the success. So that is an experience. The first try is an experience, and from that they learned what not to do to make it efficient and successful. To say in a simple word, experience is the starter, it's the engine. Experience is the spark that gives everything. Without starting, money and education remains useless. Once you begin, experience grows naturally, and that's when true learners begin. I am not saying that money and education are not important. I'm saying experience helps money and education be more valuable. Even experienced people fail, but they recover faster, stronger, and wiser. Experience gives resilience, and resilience is far more powerful than success alone. Thank you. I would like to hand over.
Thank you, Mr. Amar. That was a brilliant argument. I can see a great, bright future by your argument, by your speech. The debate is heating up. So our next speaker is speaking on money, Mr. Anas Azwar. Over to you, Mr. Anas.
Thank you very much. Special thanks to my opponents. They were thinking that they are talking on their points, but they are directly and indirectly giving points and positive testimonials about money. Thank you very much. I have got a lot of points. First and foremost, Ludra said education multiplies money. I will repeat the word again. Education multiplies money. Let me repeat it again. Education multiplies money. Let me repeat again, please. Education multiplies money. So the end goal of education is, end of the day, money. She was talking about share market. Education helps to invest. Let me repeat again. Education helps to invest. Invest what? Invest, end of the day, money. So then again, she's trying to say that education's end goal is money. What is the point of making mistakes and learning out of it? Now we have AI, Gemini, ChatGPT. So many tools and resources are there. Are we still talking about learning and gaining experience? Strictly no. As she said, there can be one Abdul Kalam in 100 years, one Malala Yusuf for the whole world, but everyone cannot be Abdul Kalam or Malala Yusuf. Most of my friends, ordinary individuals without experience in educations like Mr. Jaufar, Imtiaz, Parina, Jarina, Pasina, Nasima, Siti Subaidata, all these people without experience in education, they are making money and they are very happy. End of the day, they have just studied up to grade 5, no experience, but they have money. They spend, they go to wedding houses, they go to parties, they spend, they eat, they're very happy. And they give charity to the other people, they look after the others, they have servants and they save time and they use the free time on spiritual activities and they are getting ready for the hereafter as well. Whereas, as you said, the educated and experienced people, day and night they are working, they don't have time to look after their parents and they don't have time to spend towards the religion. What is the point if you cannot spend some time with your Lord? What's the point of having an experience or education? End of the day, their goal is money. Without education, money can be misused. Mudra said. Repeat again. Without education, money could be misused. So she is using money. She is using education to use money. Without education, money can be misused. Means to use the money properly only, she is using education. Then again, the educations, Mudras, all the points. Education is important to earn money. Then come back to Amma. Experience in education could be like she is trying to say that experience will not only stand alone. It requires education. It's not only stand alone. It requires experience. What I'm trying to say is experience in education could be purchased. I with some papers, with some money, can buy educated people, can buy experienced people, and I can get my jobs done using them. I can not only purchase, I could control them. I can convert the educated and experienced people as my dependents using money. So money is most important and powerful. Like she was talking about an experienced doctor, just asking, yes, expertise, education, he can help a mother to give birth. With fees areas? Definitely no. You have to pay cash at the cash counter and come up to meet the experienced person. Without payment, I don't think that doctors will help you to make use of their experience. Strictly no. Now, as I said already, I'm repeatedly repeating again and again, everything has a value. Will a experienced doctor treat people free of charge? Tell me a person, maybe 1,000, maybe 1 out of 1,000 individuals could. Experienced people, as he said, makes mistake. I'm just repeatedly asking again, what is the point of making mistake in learning? Buy the resources, get the work done. Money could be easily earned. For the education, you have to work hard. You have to invest your time. You have to put a big effort. Experience, yes, it's a number of years. You have to put a big effort and you have to sacrifice everything. Money multiplies. Money multiplies. Amma said, experience gives directions to money. I'll repeat again, experience gives directions to money. So again, he is also trying to say why he is gaining experience to earn money. So experience and education's end goal is money, means money is the most important point, not according to me, according to my opponents. They are trying to say that their end goal, the destination is money, means all what is important here is the money. So education shows, she said, education shows what to do. Experience shows how to do. Very beautiful motivation quote. He can put it to the WhatsApp status. But why to do? Why are you doing all these things? For resources. To eat, to drink, to sleep in a bed, to be happy. End of the day. End of the day, all our goal is happiness. Money gives happiness. All, like as I said already, AI replaces everything. Now, experienced people and educated people, their requirement is very less after the mega invention of AI. But AI survives because of the money. AI is there for the money. Gaining experience requires years of effort, while money can instantly buy expertise, services, and shortcuts to success. Education creates, yes, innovation. It can change the world. She was talking about uh, Japan. All these things are good to hear. But again, she said the Japan invested on education. So Japan needs money to be invested to gain education. Japan's fundamental requirement main focus can be education. Even for Japan to buy even education, they even need money. So without money, even Japan cannot earn education. This is the reason why I'm repeatedly telling money is very important. When you have money, failure isn't final. You can just simply restart. But when you fail, it will take then again 1 to 2 years of time to restart a course. next semester, next batch. So many things are there. Money allows to, like as I said already, hire best mind. You don't want to you don't need to do, you don't need to know everything. Just think of a CEO of a company. He doesn't want to know everything. He has money, he has invested, he has multiple people to work under him, and everyone will be happy. End of the day, money is very important. Since we are running out of time, using the same link, we can rejoin again. We will continue the debate using the same link.